Hello, my name is Shawn Gilbert. Today I'll be discussing the Living in a Food Desert documentary. The main topics that I'll be discussing are food deserts and what they are, how they can affect people, how they can possibly be reduced, and how the government has responded to these issues. Who is the audience for this video? The audience for this documentary is anyone who's previously lived in or is currently living in a food desert, as well as anybody willing to listen to what these people have to say. So what is a food desert? A food desert is an area with little or no access to fresh produce, like fruits or vegetables. A major reason for the rise of these deserts is an inflation of unhealthy food lining the shelves of our grocery stores. Things like candy, soda, and fatty foods with little to no nutritional value. And this makes it even more difficult for the residents of these food deserts to get their health foods, as it might not be possible for them as they might not have access to modes of transportation other than maybe a local bus. I believe an option that might help the people in these situations is to have either a dedicated spot of the store for fruits and vegetables, like a kiosk, or have a store specifically for those things, like a fruit and vegetable vendor. Now, why is it important to talk about food deserts? Well, food deserts have been on an incline for years now, and according to Jeremy Ney of MIT, this is the worst food insecurity has been since 1995. This is especially prominent in the southern region of America. And according to the USDA, it's estimated that over 53 million U.S. residents live in a food desert, or roughly 17% of the population. This is an important topic to bring up, as in future years it may become even more prominent and dangerous, and by bringing it up now and getting a discussion going, we may be able to prevent it, even if only a little bit. Is this video biased? Most definitely. If it wasn't, it wouldn't have the same amount of passion put into it. By getting all these different people to talk about their experiences and how they're affected by the lack of healthy food, it tries to persuade the viewer into seeing their sides of the problem. And hopefully, by showing the hardships they go through every day, it can spread to more people and bring more eyes to the topic. I myself am biased towards these people, as now that I have seen how they live and function, I believe that they deserve any and all help that they can possibly get. What is the purpose of this video? The purpose of the documentary is to spread awareness for this issue, which may lead more people to help these communities out at some point in the future. So how do we reduce these food deserts? I believe the easiest solution to this would be to just put more of these stores in lower income neighborhoods, filled with healthy foods rather than junk food. The problem that arises from this is that it may not be as profitable for these companies, which may dissuade them from doing this. Another method that could work would be to set up local gardens and possibly improve the means of transportation for these people, such as improving bus lines and such, so it wouldn't be as difficult for them to go farther to get to these stores. Does the video achieve its purpose? Absolutely. The point of the video was to show how the people in these communities live with these issues and how detrimental it has been for them. And with the reception the video has gotten so far, it's safe to say that more people have been exposed to these important matters and may go out and actually do something about it. How has the government acted when it comes to these issues? Well, surprisingly, the government has actually made an effort in the past to reduce the spread of food deserts. They incentivize these businesses to move to the lower income neighborhoods by promising tax breaks for the stores that open inside. But even with that incentive, it still seems like more and more food deserts show up every day. So what do we do about this? Do we just wait until eventually something happens, or do we go out and actively try to reduce these numbers? It's honestly up for debate, as both sides have their pros and cons, and their benefits and negatives. Does the documentary reach its intended audience? I'd have to say yes. By putting this video out, it has already amassed over 240,000 views, meaning it has brought more people to acknowledge this issue and the dilemma these residents face. In conclusion, food deserts are a plague on our nation. They are a dangerous epidemic that is continuously growing, and something should be done about it. Whether it's through government aid or local aid, things have to change. I put all the links that I used in the description, and you can go see them there.